Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bbnaija again, and if you haven't already, kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell so you're the first to get notified once I upload my content. Like this video, comment down below, share this video, and follow me on all my social media platforms at Valin_Ose. Thank you so much. So guys, immediately after the Saturday night party, a lot went down in the Biggie's house. Like, a lot has been going on, and I've already shared a video. There's a viral video about Tulani Badge. There's also the conversation between Erica, Dorothy, and then Lekon. I've shared those videos, so do well to check them out. So guys, we see this conversation between Ka3Na and Ozo. Seriously, guys, at first I didn't quite like Ka3Na, but right now I do not want Ka3Na to leave that show. Like, I do not want Ka3Na out of the show. I do not care what has happened between her and Praise, but right now she's just some good person. She's just too intelligent, and she understands what's going on in that show. And she's someone that would make a very good friend because she sees things the way they are, and then she also lets you know, the actual reality to things. So they were having a conversation, and so they were talking about the entanglement, the triangle between Nengi, Ozo, Prince, and even Kid. And so Ozo was explaining to her that, see, something happened that made Dorothy get angry with Ozo. She actually walked out on Ozo and banged the door. And so, Ozo tried to explain to Ka3Na what really happened. So first, he started off by saying that between, Nengi and himself, he has already moved on. That Nengi has been coming, severally to meet him and ask him why, he doesn't talk to her anymore. They don't vibe together and all of that. And so that he just told her, there's really nothing going on. It's fine. I just talked to you we're just housemates right now. And so he has withdrawn from being the person that would go the extra mile for Nengi, to just someone that treats Nengi as, a normal housemate. But Dorothy doesn't believe that he has moved on, and this is the reason why. So today after the party, Nengi was throwing up. And so Tochi, I think, kind of informed him that, this is what's going on. And according to him, for any housemate, if you're in that predicament, he would definitely try to offer help. So he told, Tochi that she might need water, because if you're throwing up, then you need water because it takes a lot of energy out of you. So he feels like water would be a good option, and so he offered to go get water for Nengi. So he went into the kitchen, and then he met Dorothy there, and so he was like, I need to take water to Nengi because she's throwing up. And so Dorothy looks at him and I was like, give him a grin, and then walked out on him and banged the door and stuff like that. But he still took the water to her, and then left them there. And then he was like, okay, he's done. And so he left. And then according to him, he was like, if it was Dora, that he would have gone made an extra effort to be with her and stuff. So Tochi eventually came to meet him in the room and was like, you need to go check up on Nengi at some point. And he was like, remember that Nengi told us that if she gets to the room, she'll be fine and all. And besides, he doesn't really feel like he should do anything more besides what he has already done. That if it were Dorothy, yes, that would be an option. And that the only people that he can do that for amongst the guys would be maybe Neo and Eric, because he vibes more with them, and maybe Tricky T, because Tricky T is in his room and stuff like that. So but Dora at this point doesn't believe him in any way. And so Ka3Na was like, hold on a bit, let me come in. So Ka3Na started explaining to him, all that's been going on between himself and Nengi. And Ka3Na is somebody that, she's a great analyst. She's a great human, behavior analyst. And I give it to her for that. She was like, you see, this girl is pretty. You can't take that away from her. And she understands this, but she's somebody that likes to dominate and likes, to have every, male person to be in her corner. She's a user. And so, to be honest, this girl is not into you. She was never into you from the very beginning. She does not act it. She does not. Her strategy is just simply to get all the guys, because also was like, when I was talking to her, these guys were not there. But the moment I started talking to her or something, I would see Prince, Prince, Kidwaya coming along, and then I'm like, maybe these guys also are into her. And then Ka3Na was, please, I'm sorry, let me cut you short. These guys are not into her. She is the one throwing herself at these guys. She's throwing herself at them, and then she would get them to hit on her, and then she would, once they hit on her, she would now, put them in her corner. That's what she wants. She wants to be the center of attention, the center of attraction, and all of it. She's not really, she throws herself at men. So it's not what you're thinking. And so she was like, let me even tell you something, that I know a user when I see one. And that's her game. And the thing is, it will be very bad that you allow yourself to continuously be used, because what will happen when you live here and then you go out and discover that this is what this girl has been doing, this is what she has, because you need to redeem yourself. This girl she was just spitting bars, like she was speaking wisdom. She was like, you need to redeem yourself from, this entanglement thing. This girl has rubbished you. She has made you look very, like stupid and stuff like that. Because he was not trying to explain that during that, live eviction show for last Sunday, that, he had to say things the way that they are, because if you can recall, he's always talking about family means a lot to him. And so when nobody in his family would ever think that they would even allow him to come to the Bbnaija show, but to have gotten their blessing and everything, that they even told him to have fun, to be open-minded and all. And so coming here and having to get himself into that mess, that's not what he wants right now. And so that's why he quickly also withdrew. And he withdrew the moment they had that truth or dare game, and he saw that, oh, she could actually be this person. And so that's when he withdrew, and that was it for him. He just took his mind off it, and that he has long moved on. And if he has not moved on, and if he's not treating her in a different way, she wouldn't be the one coming to meet him to say, oh, you are not talking to me and stuff like that. So he finds it very hard, very bad, that Dora still does not believe it. So Ka3Na was like, see, if I'm a lady and then you go on air, tell the whole world that you are attracted to somebody else, and me as a lady, I already like you think I'll be bold enough to now come and tell you that I like you? I won't do that. I will not do that. So that's what's happening. That is clear. Ka3Na knows that Dorothy does have a thing for Ozo. And so she was advising Ozo, the only way you can get Dorothy back is for you to make Dorothy feel important. Is for you to give her that, priority, and for you to ensure that when you see Nengi or anything, you move away. You don't get yourself. Let the Nengi herself, like, pay her back, in her own coin. That's what she said. No, I'm not saying you should be nasty or you should treat anybody badly, but I want you to let her know that you understand her game. You know that this is what she's doing, and that you are no longer going to allow yourself to be used. You get, and so, Ozo was like, see, he has tried his best. He's explaining to Dorothy and everything. He just wants her to believe him, because right now, he does not know what else he needs to do, and stuff like that. And Ka3Na was like, let me even tell you something. You see that guy that she's with right now? You see that guy? She thinks she's playing him, but the reality of it all is that that guy is actually playing her in her own game. And it's obvious that he's going to win, her over, and, make her. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you see? I really admire Ka3Na right now. Like, I think she's my fave right now. In terms, apart from Dorothy, Ka3Na is the next person I'm, like, liking her analogy. I just hope she does not, get evicted tomorrow, because if Ka3Na is in that house, if Dorothy is in that house, and Ozo is in that house, they are all safe. Ozo just needs Ka3Na and Dorothy. And you remember I said it in one of my videos. So guys, when you're watching these things, you need to understand what's going on. Not just because we want to put our video out there. We just also want to, because we are reading human behavior. Sometimes people say, what do we gain from watching this show? What do we gain from Big Brother Naija? This is people. You need to learn. As much as we are entertained, we are learning how people treat one another and how people act. Do you understand? So, guys, what do you think? What do you think? Do you also, support this relationship or this friendship between Katrina and Ozo in any way? Do you also support the trial between, Katrina, Ozo, and Dorothy? Because in my mind, they are really a great fit. Like, I love that relationship. I love, the way they tell themselves the truth. I love the way they do not hold it back. And, I find it very interesting that Ozo is comfortable to, he's open about a lot of things to Katrina. He's not, hiding it or trying to even feel bad, because Katrina said a lot of things that could hurt someone's, emotions, like things like, oh, you are being used. That is a huge statement. But there was never a time that Ozo, felt some way or some, or even, that statement. It never made Ozo to like just cut her off and move away. He was there, he listened to her, he explained himself, and he also tried to say that, yes, I know that this girl, this was what she was trying to do, but the moment I realized it, I moved away. But that has not in any way made me ever think to treat her differently or badly. And I respect that about him, because most guys, once they notice that about you, once they feel like you're using them, they want to pay you back in your own coin. And, to have a man who is not even interested in doing that really is commendable. Also might be the calm type, which he is. We can't take it from him. He might be like, not the crazy type and all of it, but also does have like his strengths. Also is smart. Also is respectful. Also is, he values friendship, because that's what's happening between him and them, between him and Dorothy. So guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section, because at this point I really do not want Katrina to go, but if she does leave, what are the chances of Ozo and Dorothy making up? Let me know.